Bonjour, je suis ravi de vous retrouver pour vous présenter Unicorn Overlord. Donc là, on va faire le début du jeu. C'est un jeu Atlus fait par Vanillaware. Alors Atlus, c'est les éditeurs de Persona, hein. Et Vanillaware a fait pas mal de JRPG de niche, hein, mais des jeux souvent en anglais qui sont très sympas. Donc moi, j'aime bien. Donc là, c'est leur dernier titre, Unicorn Overlord. Donc on va voir ce que ça donne. Euh, Ce titre, cette édition est aussi fournie avec un artbook numérique de 132 pages que j'ai visionné, qui est vraiment magnifique. Et l'OST aussi, sur deux disques, en version numérique. Les musiques sont assez sympas, ils me rappellent l'air 16 bits, sans problème. Donc là, c'est l'opening. Non, ça ressemble pas à un opening. On verra bien si c'est l'opening ou pas. Bien sûr, comme souvent dans les jeux Vanillaware et Atlus, le style manga est très prononcé. Mais les graphismes sont quand même superbes. Ça m'a l'air d'être de la 2D bien maîtrisée. Alors, les menus sont en français. Est-ce que le jeu va être en français?
I beg you, my queen, take leave of this place while you're still able.
To where, I might ask? Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmore. No refuge remains for a crowned fugitive. Yet the general seeks my death and mine alone. I shall not flee from that fate. Though you still can, a sole rider with Elaine at your side. Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a sturdy tree capable of weathering the harsh climes that await. And pray safeguard the ring of the unicorn as well. Hold it close to you until Elaine is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
My queen,
Ce qui explique le titre, hein, puisqu'elle lui confie l'anneau de la licorne, ça explique le titre Unicorn Overlord, le seigneur licorne.
Are they coming for us?
Heed well these words, Elaine. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen. From here forth, you're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course, but is there something amiss?
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Je remarque que dans les sous-titres français, ils n'ont pas traduit tout
Why
ce
are
qui était
you
dit en
just
anglais.
standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
would that I were able, my prince. Come. We've not a minute to spare.
We've no time to falter. Forward!
Ah, les unités se déplacent automatiquement, les unités ennemies.
I trust you.
Ready yourself!
Elle est forte, la reine.
I am your shield. We strive together. Does this suit you?
My magic is yours. Cornea shall never cave.
C'est pas la reine pour rien.
I have you.
I shall protect you. I trust you.
Witness the royal blade.
You'll see no harm. I shall protect you. Behold my might. Does this suit you? Enjoy this.
Go.
Raise your shield.
How's this? Victory is ours!
Alors je sais pas s'il aurait mieux valu supprimer toutes les autres unités sur la carte avant d'aller à lui. Ouais, ça aurait changé quelque chose.
Caesar.
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Self-centered fool. It's not merely your throne I aspire towards. It's all of them. Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
You seek to plunge the continent into war. Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper ruler demands unity, not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you slain by my hand!
I promise you, my queen, the royal lineage shall endure. It is but a great shame I couldn't aid you further. All has gone according to plan, my lord.
And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last. Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain.
About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred.
Then the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive. It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
On n'a pas vu le combat, mais on pense que la reine est morte.
Year 895 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Claiming himself a scion of the fallen Sonoran Empire, Cornia's once decorated General Valmor rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Gran Corinne. Its queen, Elenia, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned. With Cornia's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph, who took wing beyond Valmor's wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia, in the holy kingdom of Albion.
Alors là, quand même, on parle d'Albion, quand même. Petite référence, c'est-à-dire plus ou moins mythologique.
Valmor donned a second name, Calarius, and began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but struggle against. Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again, and ere long Zenoira's vile dominion was realized. His blood-soaked unification come to bear, few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on, yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears night after unceasing night. Ten years have passed since the Shroud of War first set over Cornia.
I wonder if those two are at it again. Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
Sorry, Elaine, but this round's mine.
Ah, you always were the optimist.
Damn it! You got a good hit in, I'll give you that. There's just no stopping you these days.
Yet you've grown no less than I have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Finally making that Liberation Army thing a reality, huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Zenoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornia are suffering, Lex. Crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
The Earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
You got a point there. Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't get moving.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors, too.
This island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
With you there. You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's coming.
Seal off the harbor and do it quick.
J'aime bien la direction artistique, hein, les décors sont magnifiques. Avec ce petit côté peinture à l'huile, c'est de toute beauté quand même.
All soldiers have alighted, sir.
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral. And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir.
O Heavenly Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request as your humble servant. In the name of the guardian Unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother. Is that you, Elaine? How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral? What is the meaning of this?
Well, look what we've got here. Seems we're the first to show.
Rough her up if you want, but don't forget. The girl dies, and our heads will roll too.
Such depravity will not go unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah? Then you best get to praying.
She's fast.
Not as fast as us.
What the?
Scarlet, are you hurt?
Only a little shaken, that's all. What's happening to us, Elaine?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Yes. My cathedral will see no more bloodshed this day. Come, let's move outside.
Your Highness, it's a relief to see you unharmed.
Hold on. Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
On donnait un coup de vieux à Joseph.
A ring.
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face. But we no longer have such luxury. I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
To me.
Alors qui on a? On a Alain et on a Scarlett. On n'a pas Joseph avec nous. Bon ben il n'y a pas grand chose à faire. Compétence active, lumière sacrée. Ah là. Hurlement curatif, peut-être quand on est plus nombreux. C'est à une ligne d'alliés, d'accord. Ouais. Ah oui, non, d'accord, elle a une compétence passive qui soigne, donc c'est bon. Donc pas besoin de changer quoi que ce soit. Je pense que je peux commencer le combat. D'accord, donc comme les combats se font automatiquement, il faut bien configurer les unités avant de se lancer dans les batailles.
Let me.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
Moi je vais les finir.
Light!
We march on! Well fought. To me. For the liberation.
Ah, c'est bien ça. Je pars en éclaireur.
Sure thing. Yes, sir. All done. Ready.
Alors il est tout seul quand même.
On it.
J'ai un peu peur qu'il soit tout seul. Bon, c'est vrai que c'est que le tutoriel, mais bon. Je connais quand même des joueurs qui il arrive à perdre des tutoriels. Hein. Et là, il est vraiment mal engagé.
Service of the royal family. I'll not fail you. Very well.
It's not looking great.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Voilà, ça sera mieux. Oui, il est assez complet hein, comme RPG tactique. Même si les combats sont automatiques, il faut bien passer. Le but du jeu, c'est de bien préparer ses unités avant les combats. Et ça change des autres jeux.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
I just want to sleep. You got it. On it.
Ah oui, non. J'ai mis le jeu en pause sans le faire exprès.
I shall hold nothing back. Hold fast. Glory to the liberation.
Sure thing.
Come. I have you. the liberation. Gaze upon the face of your demise. I fight in me yet.
Il est en train de se faire toute l'expérience, lui.
A trivial undertaking. Come. Stand true. Glory to the liberation. For the liberation.
I'm up.
What would you ask?
Yes, sir.
Je me suis pas encore fait à la sélection
I
multiple.
shall hold nothing back.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I fail to understand, Holdrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself. You won't touch them.
I have you! The battle is won! My steed demands rest. Come. Try again. Stand true. I fight in me yet. Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Come then.
Come.
Your villainy ends here.
Voilà, c'est vrai.
Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, well, interfere and I shall see you suffer for it.
Lui, il va rien faire, mais la magicienne va l'achever. Voilà.
A fine job.
I must never yield.
I can't fail my sacred mission.
Elle est vraiment nulle en critique et en garde. Pourquoi elle est bonne? Elle est bonne en défense magique. C'est tout. Même en attaque magique, elle est pas terrible. Elle a que C.
Victory grows ever closer.
Il y a un score. Bon. C'était un tutoriel, donc bon. Médailles, je sais pas quoi. Elles peuvent servir, les médailles. Renommée, ça doit servir à recruter des personnages. Je pense.
One such as I, brought low by the Cornea vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Holdrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
Wait.
Your Highness.
Tell me, Hodrick, do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius? I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Elaine!
The ring! What sorcery is this?
Oh, my head. What am I doing here?
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice. Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more. To think the power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
Should Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the Iron Wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta? Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is. And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered. Any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he stands ready to fight once more. By the way, Your Highness, allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive. I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we've reached solid ground.
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
Is something wrong?
Well...
Les arrière-plans sont magnifiques.
No, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you. It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've always known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm. But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well. Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
Elaine, Of course. I'll do everything I can. As is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Lex?
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name, your majesty.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
On va sauvegarder. On va mettre histoire. Faut voir.
Elaine, why have you stopped?
We're surrounded.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me!
Let her go!
Chloe! I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renaud.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness,
This man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
His name is Renaud, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul magic, it would seem he has met with a similar fate.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy, making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renaud?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We won't after Renaud. We've got to go through them.
Your Highness. We all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able.
¿Cómo? Donc lui, on va le référer. Ah oui. Voilà. Je pense que ça ira mieux comme ça.
The day will be ours.
I ride for Cornea.
Ah, j'ai plus le point de bravoure. Ça va être ça.
You face me.
You'll see no harm.
Good. A fine bout.
What shall I do?
Ah, je peux pas aller plus loin. Non, je peux pas aller plus loin.
I'm ever in your service. I depart. I shall never fail. Saw that. Seems we've done it. Victory! Stand before me. The battle is ours. Twas fate which brought us here. What shall I do?
be done. We march. Onward. A fruitful venture, I hope. To me. Come then.
Allow me.
Got me good. Yeah. A fine jump. Time is at hand. Onward. I'll prove my worth. What shall I do?
They will know what hit them.
Ready.
On it.
I'm ever in your service. What shall I do? You face me. We march on. Well fought. We march. To me. I'm ever in your service. I depart. 'Tis ours now.
This one's mine.
Are you okay?
Score one for Lex.
In service of the crown.
No stopping now. I'm up. You got it.
Your villainy ends here.
shall protect you.
A fine job.
You don't stand a chance.
I have you.
That's how it's done. Just leave it to Lex. Done and dusted.
You face me.
This one's mine.
Healing.
No stopping now. Told you I'm awesome. Sure thing. Yes, sir.
Your villainy ends here.
You'll see no harm.
Yeah. Don't go dying on me. We march on.
What shall I do?
Yeah! One for the good guys.
You face me. Fine bout. Your villainy ends here. A fine job.
Bon, c'était facile en restant sur le pont, ce aurait été aussi facile si j'étais allé au contact directement.
Victory grows ever closer.
Eux, je pense que je vais pouvoir les faire se déplacer à nouveau.
On it.
I'm here, Your Highness.
Non, là, il n'y avait
I'm
rien à
ever in your
découvrir.
service.
Bon, bah, alors, du coup, ils vont aller au pont aussi.
It shall be done.
Qui va arriver avant?
Time is at hand.
Bah, eux, je pense qu'ils peuvent se déplacer également.
Onward.
Il ne faut pas oublier qu'il y a le chrono
Prepare yourselves.
qui tourne. J'aimerais bien finir la phase le plus rapidement possible. Ouais. Si on peut dire, parce qu'au début, c'est vrai que j'ai un peu laissé le temps passer.
A worthy foe.
You got it.
Your orders, sir.
Wasn't even a challenge.
Tis a deficient plan.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantries.
Figures. Let's get it over with.
You okay? You'll be okay.
I'm up. Sure thing.
Pour un test. Oui, c'est pour un test.
On it.
I'll prove my worth. I'm ever in your service.
Yeah!
You face me. We march on. Your villainy ends here.
I shall protect you!
A fine job. There is time yet to claim victory.
Stand before me! The battle is ours!
You impressed?
I'll not let this go to waste. Victory!
Le combat.
Ah, j'ai fini la phase. Le niveau, quoi, si on veut.
Alone, are you?
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him. Never could have done without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves.
Vient de sortir.
I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you
Il n'y
take
a pas
that
que
call.
des gros studios avec des millions de dollars en financement. Tu vois bien que c'est pas vieux, tu vois bien que les graphismes ils sont modernes. C'est de la 2D mais c'est moderne, regarde comment c'est, tu vois bien que c'est d'aujourd'hui. Ouais, c'est pas des bêtises. C'est juste en 2D, c'est tout.
They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we do with him?
Oui.
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead. What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type. As long as the pay's right.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I'd heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crown brat of a dead-and-gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. King-making's not an everyday job for a merc. But you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold. I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest across the banner of the Liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
Change la couleur.
Hein?
Change la couleur du bouclier.
Bon.
Tu vois pas que la couleur du bouclier au milieu change?
Oui. Ça sert à quoi?
Bah, ça personnalise. Tu fais comme tu veux. Tu vois pas que j'ai changé tous les éléments? Je fais le blason. C'est le blason du roi. Hein. Donc il y a beaucoup d'éléments de personnalisation, hein, la couleur, tous les éléments de l'image. On peut faire le blason comme on veut, ça c'est assez agréable, c'est sympa. En plus, ça va, apparemment, il y a plein d'autres choses à débloquer en cours de jeu. Pour personnaliser un peu plus. Donc c'est un élément bien pensé dans ce jeu. Voilà, on va arrêter là la diffusion. J'espère que ça vous a plu. C'était l'interlude et le premier niveau. Donc, je vous souhaite bon jeu à tous et bonne journée.
Ah oui.